sílẹ̀ ibi, ilẹ̀ ọ̀nà kò gba ẹ̀mí wọn. A sì mọ̀ wípé ní padà lọ sílé wọn yóò já sí ayọ̀. Ẹ̀mí mo ṣe ní àárọ̀ Olúwa ẹ gbà ọpẹ́ wa, torí pé wọ́n ní Alpha àti Omega, torí pé ẹ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń ṣe ní ìgbàanì láàrin wa láàárọ̀ Olúwa ẹ gbà ìyìn wa. Ní ti ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ Olúwa dáríjì wa, ẹ̀mí mọ́ dáríjì wa. Ṣàkọ wípé ìdáríjì wa lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run káwa kó lè máa bẹ̀rù rẹ lórúkọ Jésù. Olúwa dáríjì wa. A fẹ́ rí ọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọni ẹlẹ́rù láàrin wa láàárọ̀ lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ̀mọ́ sọ̀kalẹ̀, ẹ̀mọ́ sọ̀kalẹ̀, alágbára sọ̀kalẹ̀. Tabari gbogbo ipá tàbí agbára tí a ò fi wé pè ní àyíká àti ní àyídà tó lè tako ìjọsìn irú agbára bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ máa sọ agbára nù. Akọ wípé wọ́n ṣẹ́gun Dágónì náà nípa ìjẹ̀dọ̀ àgùntàn àti nípa ẹ̀rí wọn. Gbogbo ẹ̀mí kẹ́mí lórúkọ Jésù ẹ máa sọ agbára nù. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí a fi ìsìnjáde òkú lé wọn lọ́wọ́. Olúwa gba ògo. Àti rí ọ ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀, ní àárín àti ní òpin jẹ́ àrí ọ. Ọlọ́run wa gbọ́ àdúrà. Gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ lò pátápátá láàárọ̀ lórúkọ Jésù ẹ mọ́ kún inú wọn. Jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ láti inú ẹ̀mí rẹ. A máa gbé ọ̀gá. Ògo ni fún Jésù lókè ọ̀run láì ní orúkọ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa. Àdúrà Olúwa Ọba wa tí ń bẹ ní ọ̀run, kí a bọ̀wọ̀ fún orúkọ rẹ, kí ìjọba rẹ kí ó dé. Fẹ́ tirẹ̀ ní ká ṣe ní ayé bí wọ́n ti ń ṣe ní ọ̀run. Fún wa lóúnjẹ ọjọ́ wa lónìí. Dárí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa jì wá bí a ti ń dáríjì àwọn tó ṣẹ̀ wá. Má fà wá sínú ìdánwò, ṣùgbọ́n gbà á lọ́wọ́ Íbílísì. Torí ìjọba ní tirẹ̀, agbára ní tirẹ̀, ògo ní tirẹ̀ láéláé. Àmín. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó.
The lesson for the outing service, which is also the Thanksgiving service for our late father in Christ, Elder Lawrence Olutayo Fajuyigbe, is taken from the book of John, chapter 11. Commence reading from 17 to 26. Ẹ̀kọ́ kíkà fún ìsìnjáde òkú olóògbé alàgbà Lawrence Olutayo Fajuyigbe ọ̀làdínúwé ìrere Jòhánù orí kọkànlá abẹ́sí kàlá àtẹ̀sí kẹtàdínlógún títí ẹ̀kẹrìndínlọ́gbọ̀n. One more time, John 11, 17 to 26. And I read. Nítorí náà, nígbà tí Jésù dé, ó rí pé a ti tẹ́ sínú ibojì ní ìjọ mẹ́rin náà. Ǹjẹ́ Bẹ́tánì súnmọ́ Jerusalem tó fọ́lọ́jì mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún. Ọ̀pọ̀ nínú àwọn Júù sì wá sọ́dọ̀ Mátà àti Màríà láti tù wọ́n nínú nítorí tí arákùnrin wọn. Nítorí náà nígbà tí Mátà gbọ́ pé Jésù ń bọ̀ wá, ó jáde lọ ìpàdé rẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n Màríà jókòó nínú ilé. Nígbà náà ni Màríà wí fún Jésù pé, Olúwa, ìbá ṣe pé ìwọ ti wà níhìn, arákùnrin kì í bá kú. Ṣùgbọ́n nísinsìnyí náà mo mọ̀ pé ohunkóhun tí ìwọ bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run yóò ṣe é fún ọ. Jésù sì wí fún wọn pé arákùnrin rẹ yóò jíǹde. Màríà wí fún un pé mo mọ̀ pé yóò jíǹde ní àjíǹde ní ìgbẹ̀yìn ọjọ́. Jésù wí fún un pé èmi ní àjíǹde àti ìyè. Ẹni tí ó bá gbà mí gbọ́ bí ó tilẹ̀ kú yóò yè. The last verse. Ẹnikẹ́ni tí ó ń bẹ láàyè tó sì gbà mí gbọ́ tí yóò kú láéláé. Ìwọ gba èyí gbọ́. Èyí ni ìparí ẹ̀kọ́ náà kó lọ kó bùsùkà àti gbígbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀.
The next thing on the agenda is a tribute to our dear father, the patron of the church, Elder Lawrence Olutayo Fajuyigbe. You find it on page 47 of our pamphlet, titled A Legacy of Silent Strength and Devotion. There are men who speak with thunder, and there are men who speak through foundations they lay. Elder Lawrence Olutayo Fajuyigbe, the beloved patron of CAC Okeanu Ishokun, DCC headquarters, Ilesha, was the latter. A man whose life was a master class in soulful dignity, and whose faith was as sturdy as the structures he helped conceive. Elder Fajuyigbe did not arrive at his role by chance. He arrived by devotion. Long before he was formally appointed patron in 2007, he was a quiet laborer in the vineyard. He walked in the footsteps of his father, supporting the growth of the church with a familiar loyalty that eventually blossomed into a personal mandate. When the divine injunction came for him to lead as patron, it was not a change in direction, but a deepening of a lifelong commitment. His philanthropy was never a performance, it was a prayer. To Elder Lawrence, a gift was only truly a gift if the focus remained on the giver of all things, not the human hand that delivered it. And among his contributions, laudable contributions to the church, few of which we have here, he graciously provided 90% of the church pews and transformed the altar by replacing all its furniture, ensuring that the sanctuary radiated beauty befitting the worship of the Almighty. He brought light where there was darkness by installing a massive diesel generator and clothed the choir in beautiful garments, ensuring that neither the melody nor the message will ever be interrupted. Twice he adorned the choir with new garments. The first to commemorate his appointment and dedication as patron in 2007, and the second when the need arose, a testament to his enduring love for worship and his desire that the voices of praise remain radiant in both sound and appearance. He uplifted the choir with steadfast words of encouragement, and through his generous financial support, empowered them to produce music albums that carried their voice of praise far beyond the church walls, echoing the glory of God to countless hearts. His generosity extended beyond the walls of the church to the very movement of the congregation. He purchased an 18-seater bus for the church, ensuring that members could journey together in fellowship, and he also contributed financially to the acquisition of the Good Women bus, strengthening the ministry's outreach and service. He donated a one-story building with his boys' quarter to the church, providing a source of income that continues to sustain the ministry. With unwavering devotion, he singularly raised the twin-flat mission house and through extraordinary generosity carried the CSC Freedom District headquarters building to 70% completion, a monumental feat only paused by circumstances beyond human control. He designed and executed the extension of CSC Shoku Mission House, expanding the reach and comforts of the church's mission work. On 2 occasions, when armed robbers scaled the church fence and assaulted the ministers, Olutayo Fajuyigbe stood as a vigilant guardian of the sanctuary. With unwavering love for God's house, he raised the fence to greater heights and fortified it with electrified security wiring, ensuring that both ministers and congregation could worship in peace. In these acts, as in all his labors, he revealed a devotion that was not only spiritual, but also protective. That is, a living shield for the people of God. Yet, despite these monumental contributions, Olutayo Fajuyigbe consistently shows humility. He preferred anonymity, never seeking recognition, finding satisfaction in the service rather than the applause, and always pointing the glory back to God. His life was a quiet sermon in itself, that true service is not done for applause, but for the advancement of God's kingdom. Perhaps most enduring in his vision for the ongoing multi-story building project in front of the main auditorium, which houses the English Assembly that we call Possibility Chapel. Where others saw a simple bungalow, Olutayo Fajuyigbe saw the future. A structure that would maximize space and serve generations to come. He understood that a bungalow was a limit, while a multi-story building was an invitation to future generations. He did not just suggest a better way, he insisted on it. He provided the architectural designs, the structural blueprints, and financial support to ensure the takeoff of the project. His frequent refrain to the congregation whenever he worshiped with us remains a balm to our hearts today. He used to say, "Do not worry about the church project. God will complete his projects." He taught us that faith is not just about starting. It is about trusting the ultimate architect to finish the work. Today, while our hearts feel the weight of his absence, we find solace in the reality of his reward. Elder Lawrence Olutayo Fajuyigbe has transitioned from the church militant, where he labored with